Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And is it any wonder our judicial system is in the state it's in? You don't have to let the inmates run the asylum to see that there's going to be trouble. But when you let the inmates run the prison, you just know there's going to be trouble. And in the latest woke wankery coming from the far left who have infiltrated every aspect of society, there's a prison governor is letting the prisoners select the new staff. I kid you not. What a world we live in. Anyway, let's look at this article and wonder what the hell is going on. So, a woke jail governor, well, of course it's going to be a woke jail governor. Woke jail governor puts convict on the hiring panel for prison wardens in a decision branded political correctness gone mad. Deputy Governor appointed an inmate to serve as an interviewer for prison wardens. I mean, you're kidding me, yeah? You're absolutely kidding me. Oh, well, we have the option of this easy, simple one that, we talk down to, or we have this really strict person. Who do you suggest, Mr. Prisoner? What kind of madness is this? Anyway, the prison, HMP Highdown in Sutton in Surrey, holds 1,200 adult male offenders. The move was branded political correctness gone mad by Prison Officers Association. The Ministry of Justice stepped in to prevent prisoners taking on inappropriate roles. So it wasn't for the fact that the Ministry of Justice actually stepped in to say no. You would have had the prisoners selecting which person would get the job to be the guard. In what world is that ever going to be a good idea? Anyway, a woke jail governor has prompted outrage after appointing an inmate to serve as a job interviewer for prison warders. The move to grant criminals a say in selecting staff members was branded political correctness gone mad by the POA last night. The trade union revealed that a rogue deputy governor at Highdown Prison had selected an inmate to serve on an interview panel. Well, I hope that this rogue deputy governor is, by now, a rogue ex-deputy governor. There's no way that someone who even suggests that is a suitable person to have such a senior role in any organisation. It will scrutinise officers who apply to work in one of the jail's residential units. The jail at Sutton in Surrey holds 1,200 adult male offenders, and its former inmates include the pop star Mr. G. Glitter. Yes, very, very strange individual he was. Do you want to be in my gang? No thanks, Gary. The association last night asked the Justice Secretary, Brandon Lewis, to intervene, and the idea got scrapped. After being approached about the Highdown case last night, the Ministry of Justice announced it was stepping in to prevent prisoners taking on such clearly inappropriate roles. Well, it can't be that clear if you've got a deputy governor who thinks it's a good idea. And the trouble is, he won't be alone. They're these kind of mad, how do we put them? They're ideologically bound to do this kind of thing. It's almost their raison d'etre to do this sort of thing. They cannot help themselves. They have to go out of their way to be complete and utter pricks. Anyway, the union's General Secretary, Steve Gillen, said, "This is supposed to be a law enforcement agency, not a kindergarten. What next? Putting criminals on a jury to make sure the other juries meet their requirements. I can't get my head around what this rogue deputy governor is trying to achieve. We've already had complaints from officers at Highdown and others saying that they just won't apply to have applications looked at by this board. One of them simply said, 'I'm not being interviewed by a prisoner.' Ms Gillen also said it was political correctness gone mad." A similar scheme was floated in an internal document earlier this year by HM Prisons and Probation Service, it emerged, and the proposals were scrapped after the POA complained. But now the manager at Highdown has decided to go ahead with the ridiculous policy to the anger of prison officers. A Ministry of Justice spokesman said this is clearly inappropriate and has been stopped with immediate effect. And all prison governors will be instructed not to repeat this in future. And I hope that one is no longer a prison governor. It's beyond parody. We are living through the looking glass. Anyway, I shall finish there and come up. I mean, I can't even see the reasoning. How out of touch with reality have you got to be to ever think that that would be anything other than an absolutely disastrous decision. But then these morons, they completely out to lunch. They are not in our world. They do not exist in any kind of sane society. And I hope that as we slowly find them and we exclude them from all positions of authority, and somehow common sense will prevail. We need to tackle them, we need to ridicule them, and we need to make sure they never, ever, ever have any form of authority. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It makes my head whirl. Unfortunately, they probably won't be the last. Anyway, I shall finish there. Thanks for listening. If you like what you see and hear on the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We need to get the channel growing, and about 20% of my viewers are already subscribed, which means 80% aren't. So if you've watched it, go ahead and hit the button. Also, hit the bell button for notification of future outputs. Leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video, and until next time, stay safe, stay well, don't let the inmates win, and goodbye.